media plays into it by feeding one side of the story.
No,
I want to see people disarmed. I want people disarmed in our major cities. How's that for a plan? I don't think we should all be armed, and I don't think more guns is the answer. I think it's wacky to say the solution to armed robbery and killing in our streets in big cities is to put more arms in the streets.
They don't tell the good that a firearm in a home does, or the good that a firearm person carrying a firearm can do. They just tell the negative side. Hitler knew that if you control what people hear and the education system and what they see, eventually you can control the people. And when that happens, we no longer will be citizens, we'll be subjects. We'll be subjects to the government. Whatever government wants us to do, we'll have to do. Just like the Serbs were in England. They weren't citizens, they were subjects. They were not allowed to own firearms. Hunting and stuff like that was for the elite people, not for the poor old fellow that give up three-fourths of his crop to the king.
It was not by accident that the right to own firearms was protected by the Founding Fathers. They were defining the individual rights, the individual worth of the new Americans. In other countries, only members of the upper classes were granted such privilege. Arms were for the elite and for those who did their bidding.
The people that do think they like gun control don't understand.
I think the government seems to think that they have more power than they actually do, and then they're taking away some of our power by trying to put too many laws in place that just, enverge onto our society as human beings the right to survive.
You look at a lot of the people that's anti-gun and wants to take our right away to protect us, they have bodyguards that are armed to protect them.
You, Barbara Streisand, and a lot of the celebrities who come off very judgmental. You have bodyguards, right?
Do I have a bodyguard?
You have bodyguards.
Yes, I do.
Because you need them.
Yes.
Controversial.
Yes.
Okay? They pack.
They have guns.
Yeah.
Yes.
To protect you and your family.
Yes.
You take people that adamant about taking away a gun, they have been brainwashed by individuals, the schools, and other organizations to accept this fact. I'll give you an example of why we need guns. I was sitting in a waiting room in Cleveland State Community College back in the 80s, and these two professors were talking, and I was listening. They was talking out in public. I wasn't eavesdropping. I was listening. But those two people was educating young, impressionable Americans, youth. They were professors, and they were saying that the American people, the average man, does not have the intelligence to govern himself. That only people with education should have the right to govern and direct the people without education, because they did not have enough intelligence to govern themselves. At that time I spoke up. That's why, and one of the things they said, excuse myself, that they need to get these guns out of the hands so we could do this. And I spoke up because it outraged me. That said, that's the reason our forefathers put it in the Constitution, to protect us from idiots like you.